Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for being here and clicking on the video. There's literally millions of other places you could have clicked on and gone to, but right now at this moment you decided to come here, and I thank you for that because you didn't have to. So let's go ahead and listen to some Sting. I just felt like listening to some more, and so we're going to go back to his album Dream of the Blue Turtles, his debut album. Released 1985. We're going to listen to the first track on the album, which is If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free, which I think is a nice sentiment. Of course, if you love somebody, you also want to hold them kind of close to you. So, there's kind of a, we'll read about it. I understand the sentiment, but we'll see how that goes. The album had been suggested by many of you, and we've listened to a track from here as well, such as XFL Lexicon Matt, Josie P. Cat, Lil ALC, Wine Sipping Cowboy, just sipping on that wine, Chris Echoes, Rambler Randy, who probably is not rambling as much as I do, Piles of Vinyl, and the list goes on from there. So thank you guys so much for the suggestion. Let's go ahead and dive on into this track. We'll talk about it just a little bit after. Here we go. We turned up a little bit. Turn down a little bit. Sax with the bass gallop. I love Sting's raspy, passionate vocals with those backing vocals. Choppy guitars. Love the backing vocals back there as well. Pushing. This is the cool down after that chorus. Nice break. He's pushing his vocals a little bit there too. I like how the tom is using that first hit. Yeah, right for the bass getting down after that chorus. whooping. That's a big piece of jazzy pop from Sting with very, very passionate vocals. Everyone involved in this one. Harmony vocals, saxophone, bass, just ripping it up. I especially love the bass line after that chorus and how it kind of cools things and moves things along. The keys, the organ chopping it up back there alongside of the funky accoutrement of guitar. It's all just a very well-produced, well-managed, and put together piece of pop that makes you swing, makes you dance, makes you feel good. I almost said take off your pants, but don't do that. I mean, honestly, you can do that. You're in your own domicile. You can do as you please, but I'll keep mine on. Not that you wouldn't know. This is a fun song to listen to. I don't think that it's like, anything that we haven't or I haven't necessarily heard from Sting. It's not, anything new, so to speak. But I still think it's an enjoyable piece of pop to listen to. And I like how raspy Sting's voice gets into this particular track because it sounds like he's really forcing and pushing himself in just a little extra, right? This is the first song off of his debut album. He's got a statement to make. And I think just with his vocal delivery alone, he's making that statement. I think with the assortment of musicians that he's gathered for this track, he's making a statement. On this particular track, you have Daryl Jones on bass. So not him playing bass, interesting. Kenny Kirkland on the keyboards. Branford Marsalis on saxophone, which his name looks familiar. Leader of the Branford Marsalis Quartet. I would love to have a quartet named after me. He's also led the Tonight Show band from 92 to 95. I'm just curious. Let's see. He's played with Art Blakely, Roy Ayers, Allman Brothers. He's played Bella Fleck, Dizzy Gillespie, Roy Hargrove. All right. I see him. And a lot of others. Like a lot. I'm looking for Tina Turner. I'm looking for other names that I might recognize or maybe you recognize. Obviously, Sting as well. Just a Carole King. He's been around many a block. It's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah, he's been quite around. Really enjoyed the way he plays the saxophone in here. Drums are just having fun. I like how the tom is used in that first snare hit area. I'm sure there's proper terms for it, but where the snare would be instead of using the tom. And I like how that creates that nice big boom effect, whereas, of course, opposite of that, you would have the snappiness and the hit of the snare. It just kind of gives it something more rounded out. And to me, powerful in a different way, hitting that tom there, hitting a certain depth, I would say. Free, set them free. If you need somebody, call my name. If you want someone, you can do the same. If you want to keep something precious, you got to lock it up and throw away the key. If you want to hold onto your possession, don't even think about me. If you love someone, set them free. If it's a mirror you want, just look into my eyes. Or a whipping boy, someone to despise. Or a prisoner in the dark, tied up in chains you just can't see. Or a beast in a gilded cage, that's all some people ever want to be. So some people want to be contained. And as he says, a gilded cage, a cage that, you're technically still in prison in some capacity or still restrained, but it's a gilded cage. At least it looks pretty. But hey, sometimes that's what people want to be in. But he says, if you love somebody, you got to also set them free. You have to, in what capacity? Maybe not necessarily break up with them, but you have to allow them to be who they are. You can't force yourself upon someone and then force what you want them to be into them. No. They're their own person. Actually, reinvigorated by this sentence, you can't control an independent heart, can't hold what you can't keep, can't tear the one you love apart. Forever conditioned to believe that we can't live here and be happy with less. So many riches, so many souls, everything we see there, we want to possess. So there's a natural inclination towards possession, but you gotta resist that. If you need somebody, call my name. He repeats the first verse there once again, and the chorus until the end. Let's look at the information on this particular track. Like mentioned, it was the first single on this album. Let's see. The song has a heavy jazz influence, was a major hit, peaking at number 1 on the U.S. album rock charts for 3 weeks. Also peaked on number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. And so on and so forth. A demo version of this was recorded with Phil Collins. Now that's quite interesting. Let's see. The single launched a long string of singles where Sting collaborated with Branford Marsalis, as we had mentioned. Goes on and on and on there. It says Sting said that he wrote the song as an antidote to the song Every Breath You Take, which he also wrote. The song was also lampooned by the Dead Milkmen. We'd never heard of them. And it goes on from there. Track listing information, plenty of it for your per-viewing. Australia 18, Belgium 13, New Zealand 6, and US mainstream rock at number 1. Let me know what you all thought of this track in the comments down below. I appreciate you watching. As always, you're more than welcome to check out the Buy Me a Coffee and take your song request and bump it up in line. Patreon as well, YouTube, which is where you are. I don't have to guide you there. You're already here. And now you are free to go wherever you wish to go. I'm setting you free. Why? You can figure out the rest. Have a lovely one, guys. I will speak with you later. Bye.